Okay, I need to go back and see what some of it, like Tanjiro's moves were called there.
Oh, there was the bone one.
That's what I'm referring
that one was
to.
Awesome.
Oh my god, dude. Tanjiro was scary. Hinokami Kagura.
Burning Bones.
Summer Sun. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Burning Bones. Bro, it doesn't...
It's crazy that he has the connection to the sun, and the sun is literally what hurts the demons. Like,
yeah. Doesn't that seem like what's happening, right?
Yes.
The pain that she's feeling in this instance is something seemingly different. God, the look on his face, man. Oh my god, the animation in this episode was insane.
And she says, "What is this pain?" Obviously, she doesn't really know what it's like to be in the sun because she'd be dead.
It's like a burning pain. I can't regenerate like I'm supposed to. Oh my god. Dude, that was such a good episode, man. Oh, where do we begin?
Now I can kind of tell that he wasn't breathing because normally his mouth's open slightly so that he can, like, suck in, before attacking. And his mouth is closed.
Bro, I cannot believe she killed all of them. Like, so many of them. Then Daddy Rengoku made a much, much, much appreciated appearance. Obviously,
it's almost like that was more for... I get now that it was mainly to have Tanjiro talk on his dad, and the birthmark on his dad. But I feel like for the viewer, that was much appreciated, hearing exactly what he wrote into the letter, especially about Rengoku.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like, thank God he can acknowledge, like, how both of his sons are fine. He also said that Tanjiro, like, had something else that, like, none of them have, but that goes in line with him saying, born with the same red mark on their forehead that you have. And Tanjiro said that his father had a slight red mark, but his red mark is just coincidence because of being hurt there multiple times.
Yeah, so that makes me wonder, is Tanjiro's body really not actually able to handle it fully, and that's why it takes such a toll on him? Because he wasn't actually born with that mark?
Maybe it's like that flashback Muzan had. We don't know how long Muzan's been alive, right? Like, maybe
You're right, that could have been any ancestor, especially if they're all born with that same mark.
Yeah, so, like, maybe it's like that the last time somebody like that had a mark, it was so long ago, and Tanjiro is just like a far descendant, so he's barely, like,
right,
he barely has it, And that's probably why the breathing wouldn't work with him as well, because it's, like, so far removed. Bro, him bleeding from his eyes. Think about how much he just leveled up here, right? Like, he was losing to an upper rank demon, and then he just seemingly, for a moment, surpassed by far.
He literally was about to cut her head off. I fully believe that it probably would have been one of those situations where he died and she died.
Yeah.
Because obviously his family appears when they need to.
It says breathe.
It makes me wonder, like I think I said during the show, I do wonder if one of the family members appeared to Nezuko to tell her to leave the box and go help. Because obviously I don't know if she would have left or done anything without that being the case, especially since, like, that's what kicked in what happened with her, like, blood demon art and stuff with the fight with Rui in season 1. So
like, the fact that that somebody appeared to Tanjiro, is there something, like, supernatural there? Like, communicating with the dead.
He's so connected with the people that have passed on.
Yeah.
And not only do we see him see his own people that have passed on, but he sees the demons when they were human after he kills them.
Yeah.
So it has to be something specific to him.
Dude, this man with the Hanafuda earrings, his scar is a work of art. You know what I mean?
It looks kind of like flames, doesn't it?
It does look like flames. I'm worried and not worried, because Nezuko apparently leveled up to a degree I didn't know was possible.
Right.
How can she beat a demon? Can Can exploding blood do that? Oh my god. When she bit through the bamboo muzzle?
Well, there has to be a way, because I'm sure Muzan wanted Daki to take care of this demon that got out of his grasp.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the thing. Demons can kill other demons, but like humans need that specific sword.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be like a power thing. Like if a demon is stronger than another demon, then they can kill that demon. So obviously her ranking up to what Daki says is upper rank caliber gives lots of hope. But what does worry me about this situation, even though she looks awesome, she's powered up, her regeneration is fast, is what their little brother was saying in the flashback about both of them jumping in to save someone with no regard for themselves and them getting hurt.
And they may lose something precious someday.
I know. And once he said that, I was like, ugh. Does that mean like she can't handle this yet? Either? And both of them are kind of pushing themselves to a limit that their bodies can't take yet?
I hope that isn't the case, but I have the same thought as you there. Question. What is the imagery here? Like, what color? There's a scarf at the end of the credits that like flows away from Tanjiro, right? Mm-hmm. Like, is that like, oh, he still has this, but he's losing? Like, does this scarf match anything that we know?
I see where you're getting at with, does that represent anything?
Yeah.
At the moment, I don't know if it's anything significant other than just a pretty
It's
visual.
Nezuko's colors, right?
It is Nezuko's colors. Who knows what this is going to...
They wouldn't kill Nezuko.
No. I'm wondering what effect it's going to have on her after this. Obviously, she bit through the muzzle. Is she going to struggle restraining herself after this? Because obviously there was kind of like a little bit of hypnosis put on her to see humans as her family. But she's just going through a lot in this second. And sometimes when that happens,
lose control.
You could lose control. So
I'm
wondering what will happen once she gets out of this fight.
I don't know if she's going to go back to little chibi Nezuko and then go give everybody a hug.
Which would make me so happy.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure now because she has changed in form.
Yeah.
So is this going to be like her form now?
It could be like her transformation,
Right. Daki went through a transformation once she got all the pieces and scraps of the belt back.
I'm just worried that what you said is resonating with me now. Like either I hope that it's not like she can't control herself thing. She's going to be sleeping for like years at this point. like she is going to, she's using.
She talks now? Her muzzle's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine she talked she had like an inner narration on episode 19 of season 1, right?
Yeah, so I'm wondering if she's going to talk soon.
It'd be so badass.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited. And we have to look, before we end our discussion or whatever, we have to see that last scene of Nezuko. So did she regenerate her leg that quickly or use the other leg?
No, I'm pretty sure that was the leg that got sliced off.
This was such a cool... Oh my god, dude.
It's the right leg?
Right leg, the one without the shoe, is the one that's kicked off.
And then...
It kind of looked like she spun, though, right?
No, doesn't it look like it's the right leg without the socks and the shoe?
Yeah? Now I'm confused. Okay. So the right leg is the one that's getting cut off, right?
Yeah. And
got
the
cut
other
off.
One has...
With her arm.
Yeah. It's the bare leg.
It's the right leg still.
Yes.
She regenerated the right leg that quickly. And her arm, right?
Mm-hmm. Like seconds.
Milliseconds. The arm's back too.
So why is... That gets to the part of it. Why is Nezuko, like, super strong?
Is it the bloodline?
It has to be. I mean, if Tanjiro's family is the original, like, breathing technique descendants of that family... Then a person of that family becoming a demon, I guess, would be really strong against demons. Well, yeah, isn't her blood demon art almost, like, burning?
Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to say next. It's exploding blood, but does that mean she has potential, if it's a bloodline thing, to have a
it seems like it's fiery, because remember when
like
they were on the train and they all had a rope around their wrists and she was like burning it off and stuff?
Yeah.
It seems like hers is like hot.
Yeah. Do you think it could have like a power that equates to the Hinokami Kagura?
I'm thinking maybe she can also kill demons.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like a demon powered by the sun.
God, this look, dude. The look that Nezuko is giving Daki is chilling.
There's a character in My Hero that I haven't met that has like a little horn on her head and she's really cute. So I'm like, if Nezuko's like a chibi Nezuko and she has a horn, it's gonna look like that and it's gonna be so cute.
Yes. What a good episode, man. Holy shit. The animation in this episode really like hit it home.
I just had a like little funny thought in my head of Tanjiro's reaction to seeing Nezuko like that. She got bigger and she has tattoos.
Screw that. What's Zenitsu's reaction to that? What's Zenitsu's reaction to Nezuko like that?
Well, he's asleep, so he probably won't notice. But that brings me to my next thing. I have always wanted the Hashira to see Nezuko. Like, we got Rengoku telling Tanjiro that he believed in Nezuko and that he was aware of what Nezuko had done on the train to save so many people. And I think that I want that with each Hashira. I want each one to recognize her and to trust her.
I do too. Is there gonna be like any doubt that Tengen's like considering like doing anything to her?
Depends if she's lost control. That would bring back it did this rapid change in her
did she
get rid
lose
of
something?
the hypnosis or anything. Hypnotic suggestion.
God. Sometimes I forget how old Nezuko is. Like, or how old she was when she turned into a demon. Like, when she shrinks down and then she grows back up like this form.
Awesome.
Dude, she's so kick-ass. Do you see, like, the tattoos on her? Like, the markings.
Is that what her is that what it looked like?
Kind of.
I know that obviously that's because she had things wrapped around her, but it just reminds me of when she used exploding blood and
the first time
all of the spider threads were on her and they were all extended out like vines, but and her tattoos are like vines.
I think it's also just like reminding me of the intro. There's a you see what I mean?
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Good catch.
That's like that was my instant like, oh.
I didn't even think of that. Now that imagery makes so much sense.
That's okay. All right. I don't know what's gonna happen next episode. I don't want to wait a week though.
I feel like Tengen's on his way, obviously. Yeah. Daki was literally going to leave this fight to go find the Hashira because she prioritized killing him because obviously Master Muzan would be like, oh, you only killed the lower rank Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
You should have prioritized the Hashira. I'ma kill you now. So obviously she was trying to get away from Tanjiro for that purpose. But I'm hoping Tengen and them show up and it's Daki's already no more because of Nezuko. That's what I'm hoping for.
I am also hoping for it, but I'm nervous. We'll see if she can actually.
Too.
Yeah.
Like, there is that
other demon, bro.
But now I'm like, it can't be the belt because she sucked all the belt into her.
I got what you meant when you said it kind of looked like the.
It looks like it's all wrapped up.
We only see it for like a second, bro.
I know. We should like freeze frame on it. Doesn't it look like it's all wrapped up and it has pieces of belt on it?
It does. Its weapons look very different than anything.
This has to be a separate thing. A separate demon. So maybe they're running towards the fight, but maybe there's another demon there to make sure they don't interfere.
That would surprise me, though.
That would really
surprise me. Why would another demon that was actually worth anything, like of power, be there? You know what I mean?
I feel like they might be slightly territorial.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm pretty sure Muzan thought that she could handle this, right?
Oh, can we talk about how we got a little bit of Daki flashback?
Okay, I might have been wrong. Was it Daki flashback or was it symbolism based off of what she was saying? You know what I mean?
I thought it was maybe the little glimpses of her life that she couldn't actually fully remember.
That's what I immediately thought, but I am honestly a little unsure. Like, talking about, like, we don't have to worry about money, we don't starve to death, like, we can do whatever we want. Is that her? You know?
I think so. And there's like a person dead in the same
it looks like they starved to death.
house with her.
Or no, it looks like
they
she was killed.
I feel like she must have been... I feel like she was in a similar situation to Kanao. And...
Did she kill the person?
Maybe. Maybe she grew up in a place like this. Was like sold into this.
And...
For debt.
Yeah, and like she just couldn't take it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Man. Like at first I was like, oh, that's probably her, right? But then I was like, it could just be symbolism of the overall like lifestyle of humans and how like that people do have to worry about getting food every day.
But I feel like it would fit her so well if that was her past, especially
right.
as a demon. She makes this her territory.
Yeah.
Her craving is beautiful, like young women, basically.
As a character, that would fit perfectly.
Like if she was sold into a place like this and lived here and struggled here, but also before years grew up starving and poor.
Yeah.
And obviously the people that she loved or her parents might have sold her to a house in a place like this. It makes so much sense that she would come back here.
That this would be her
and
persona.
Make it her like she was the best oil on there, you know?
Yes, it would make perfect
sense.
Town. Equally, it would make me more frustrated that Kanao is not here because that would be like a perfect...
that would be very interesting seeing her fight
the contrast.
Daki.
Ugh, okay.
Oh, why?
That's all I have. That was a great episode.
Why not? I know, I understand why not, but still.
I know.
That would have been good too. And then we could have seen her fight with Nezuko against Daki, and I would have loved that.
Yeah.
I wonder some good friendships for
Nezuko. Did
Nezuko
surpass what level if he can, like... get a rein in on this technique or this ability.
If he's able to really fully use it, like, again,
it's motivated by anger.
Thing really specific? Is the birthmark, like, literally people with the birthmark are the only ones that can fully master it? But then
he's making his own birthmark.
His dad had one, right?
He said that his dad had a
faint one. And I did wonder if the toll that it took on the body was why his father was so frail and
if his dad was a user of it.
If his dad was a user of it. But now I don't know if his dad had the birthmark. That wouldn't fit my narrative that maybe the birthmark users can more easily use it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. But also, that was pretty cool that she turned the belt into her neck, and he said it was like so soft that he couldn't cut it.
That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. He did say this episode that his dad had a faint birthmark. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't like a significant one. Which leads me to believe that either something happened where he lost that birthmark or the flashback man is not him.
I mean, you're totally right. It could be ancestors, you know? I mean, Muzan's been around forever. And if there's one person who's had this dominating memory in Muzan's head... I guess it does make sense that it could have been original. It could have been the first. Like,
it could have been the first, and it could have that makes me believe less that it was targeted to take out Tanjiro's family. Like Muzan targeted them for a reason, right? Because if there was what sign would there be that they are ancestors anymore? They don't even have a birthmark. You know what I mean? He
might have just figured out where the clan moved to.
Maybe.
And just wanted to go and make sure he wiped out everyone that could use this technique, especially if they're the only people that can use it, and he knows that it's super strong and it's the one they all originally came from.
It's so interesting.
So I could see it still being targeted by Muzan, that he was like, oh, that's a little problem. I'm just going to make my way over there because I'm close by.
Just to be safe.
Just to make sure no one ever gets in my way.
It's so interesting demons can access memories because they have Muzan's blood.
From Muzan, yes.
That's
I know.
Insane. All right.
At first, I thought he was sending her a message. Yeah. But then I realized she really just was accessing his memories because of the blood.
Yeah. All right. You good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. The animation in this episode really hit it home. The animation in this episode really hit it home. Hit it home.
hit it home.